One of the iPhone 18 Pro leaks you've seen is completely fake. And by the end of this video, you'll instantly know which one Apple would never ship. Because right now, the internet is split between two completely different futures for the iPhone 18 Pro Max, and only one of them makes sense. Depending on which leak you believe, Apple is either about to kill the dynamic island, or double down on it harder than ever. Let's break it down. A viral clip from TT Technology shows what looks like an iPhone 18 Pro with a left-aligned punch-hole camera. No notch, no pill, almost the entire front is screen. At first glance, it looks futuristic. Clean, like Apple finally gave in to Android-style designs. But then something interesting happened. Almost immediately, one of the most reliable leakers in the industry, Ice Universe, dropped a completely different claim. According to him, the dynamic island isn't going anywhere. In fact, it's just getting smaller. And now we have a problem. Both leaks look detailed, both come from credible sources. And they cannot both be true. The punch-hole version claims a nearly 98% screen-to-body ratio, with under-display Face ID and only the selfie camera visible. That's the dream, right? But reports from MacRumors, combined with Ice Universe's measurements, tell a different story. They suggest Apple is shrinking the dynamic island by around 35%, from roughly 20mm down to about 13.5mm. Still centered, still symmetrical, still very Apple. So how did we end up with two elite sources pointing to opposite designs? Here's the detail most people missed. Supply chain reports say Face ID components are shifting left internally. If you're a render artist, you hear, shift left, and imagine a corner punch hole. But if you're a hardware engineer, shifting components is exactly how you free up space to shrink the center cutout. Same data, completely different conclusions. And this is where Apple's personality matters. Apple didn't just create the notch, it turned the dynamic island into a feature. Live activities, navigation, music, timers, iOS has been quietly rebuilt around that central space. Moving the camera to the corner wouldn't just change the hardware, it would break years of software design. And Apple doesn't abandon visual identity overnight. It refines it slowly. So here's the verdict. The iPhone 18 Pro Max will almost certainly keep the dynamic island, but it'll be the smallest one Apple has ever made. This isn't a redesign statement. It's a technical evolution. And the rest of the phone? A monster. A 20 Pro on 2nm silicon, better thermal control, and camera upgrades that actually matter. Still centered, still symmetrical, still Apple. Now I want to know, which side are you on? A perfectly centered dynamic island that's 30% smaller? Or a corner punch hole with maximum screen? Team center or team corner? Drop it in the comments, and if you want to stay ahead of Apple's real plans, subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.